All right, hold my cue stick. Let's dive deeper into the snooker rabbit hole. Forget the 147S and the crucible spotlights for a sec. We're about to explore the moments that had the commentators choking on their tea and the audience gasping for air. Buckle up, snooker fans. This is going to be a wild ride. Their 2013 World Championship encounter wasn't just a match. It was a culmination of a tumultuous personal chapter. After a brief romantic relationship turned sour, their on-table interactions became laced with unspoken tension. The handshake, usually a formality, became a loaded gesture. Evans's deliberate sidestep was a powerful statement, a public display of the emotional baggage they carried. It sparked debates about professionalism, personal boundaries, and the fine line between passion and animosity in snooker. This incident wasn't merely a one-off act. It reflected a broader shift in the sport's demographics.
What we're going to be doing is playing snooker here this evening. Mark Allen offered the fist bump.
Thank you. First frame. We got Evans to break.
Evans, a pioneer for female players, challenged traditional norms, both on and off the table. Her decision resonated with fans who saw it as a stance against sexism and a demand for respect on equal footing. For others, it was a breach of etiquette, an unnecessary injection of personal drama into the competition. All right, imagine this. The Rocket himself, Ronnie O'Sullivan, casually smashing a glass on his chair, like it's no big deal. Total meltdown moment, right? And then there's Mark Mafflin, with that fiery spirit of his, flipping the bird to the cue ball after a shot goes haywire. Not exactly your grandma's idea of sportsmanship. But hey, when you're feeling the heat at the crucible, even the calmest cue can turn into a fiery dragon. I mean, talk about drama on the green bays, huh? These guys aren't just playing a game, they're living and breathing every moment, feeling the pressure like we've never felt. And yeah, sometimes they let it get to them in ways that make us all gasp. Even the arbiters of the bays aren't immune to blunders. Remember Desislava Bova's fumble? Accidentally dropping the blue ball onto the table, sending the Reds scattering like startled pigeons? Chaos erupted. And who can forget Mark Williams, the Welsh wizard, defying the rules with an illegal side of the cue shot? The crowd went ballistic, the ref's whistle echoed, and Williams, well, he just smirked like the mischievous magician he is. This referee roulette moment served as a reminder of the human element in officiating. Referees, like players, are susceptible to nerves, fatigue, and the occasional lapse in judgment. The Bova incident led to discussions about improving communication between referees and players, exploring technological aids like ball tracking systems, and providing referees with better training to manage pressure and handle unexpected situations. You know, snooker's not just about the smooth shots and serious faces. Sometimes you get these moments that just crack you up, like that time when a cheeky pigeon decided to crash Yan Bingtao and Mark Selby's match. I mean, talk about unexpected entertainment. It was like this feathery jester decided to join in on the fun. And hey, let's not forget Anthony McGill's epic table climbing stunt. Seriously, it was like watching a scene from Cirque du Soleil right there on the green bays. Sure, it was a bit out there, but you gotta admire the audacity, right? All right, let's talk about the ultimate rule breaker in the world of snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan. I mean, who doesn't have a story about him, right? Picture this, shaking hands with Stephen Hendry in the middle of a game, leaving poor Hendry scratching his head like he just saw a ghost pot the black. Classic Ronnie move, marching to the beat of his own drum. And let's not forget when even John Higgins, the Wizard of Wishaw, got a taste of the crowd's sometimes questionable passion. Heckled by the fans, can you believe it? Goes to show, even the legends aren't spared from the wild antics of the crowd. But hey, love him or hate him, you can't deny Ronnie adds that spicy flavor to the game. Keeps things interesting, keeps us guessing. But the absolute pinnacle of snooker's inappropriate moments? Jimmy White, the whirlwind himself, potting the final black with his hand. Genius? Blasphemy? You decide. It was a moment that divided opinions faster than a Steve Davis safety. But one thing's for sure, it cemented White's place in snooker folklore. These moments, my friends, are the brushstrokes that paint the vibrant picture of snooker. It's not just about the perfect breaks and the crucible glory. It's about the human drama, the pressure cooker emotions, and the occasional outburst that reminds us these are real people, with real hearts beating beneath their waistcoats, playing a game that demands nerves of steel and sometimes, let's be honest, a touch of madness. But let's not just skim the surface. Let's delve deeper into some of these legendary, inappropriate moments. Remember Rhiannon and Mark? Their frosty handshake wasn't just about a past relationship. It was about the simmering tension within the sport, the battle between tradition and the new wave of players. And Neil Robertson's fist pump? It wasn't just about celebrating a win, it was about a personal journey, a player finally silencing his doubters. Mark Maflin's middle finger might have been a moment of frustration, but it also sparked a conversation about mental health in snooker, a topic often swept under the green baize. And Desi Slavobova's fumble? It wasn't just a refereeing error, it was a reminder that even the best officials are human, and the pressure of the crucible can cloud even the steadiest hand. The beauty of these moments, even the controversial ones, is that they take us beyond the balk line, beyond the perfect centuries and the crucible drama. They show us the human side of the sport, the vulnerabilities, the frustrations, and the occasional touch of brilliance that defies the rulebook. They remind us that snooker is more than just a game. It's a game of personalities, of narratives unfolding shot by shot, break by break. It's where legends are born, not just from flawless cueing, but from moments that etch themselves into our memories, moments that spark debates, fuel rivalries, and leave us wanting more. Take Anthony McGill's table climbing escapade. Sure, it was unorthodox, pushing the boundaries of decorum, but wasn't it also a testament to his unwavering determination, his refusal to give up even when faced with an impossible shot? Didn't it, in its own strange way, embody the very spirit of snooker? The constant quest for that audacious pot, the willingness to defy expectations. And then there's Ronnie O'Sullivan, the enigma himself. His mid-game handshake with Hendry wasn't just a quirky departure. It was a glimpse into the mind of a genius, a player who operates on his own wavelength, unfazed by conventions, driven by an inner fire that burns brighter than any spotlight. His moments of inappropriateness are often extensions of his brilliance, expressions of a talent that transcends the rules, leaving us both bewildered and enthralled. But let's not forget the cost of such individualism. Jimmy White's Hand of God moment, while undeniably audacious, also carried a tinge of desperation. It was a gamble, a Hail Mary attempt to salvage a fading career, and while it secured his place in snooker history, it also served as a reminder of the fine line between audacity and recklessness. These moments, in all their complexity, force us to confront the very essence of the sport. What constitutes sportsmanship? How do we balance tradition with innovation? Where do we draw the line between calculated risk and reckless abandon? Snooker, through its moments of inappropriateness, presents no easy answers. Instead, it throws open the bays, inviting us to engage in the conversation, to debate, to analyze, and ultimately, to appreciate the sport in all its multifaceted glory. It's not just about the perfect centuries or the crucible drama. It's about the stories woven between the reds and the blacks, the narratives etched in frustration, elation, and even the occasional touch of madness. It's about the players, the pressure, and the moments that transcend the game itself, reminding us that snooker is more than just a sport. It's a cultural tapestry, a microcosm of human drama played out on a 12 feet by 6 feet stage. So, the next time you witness a moment that pushes the boundaries, don't be quick to judge. Instead, dive deeper. Explore the context, the emotions, the narratives at play. Because within the inappropriate lies the heart of snooker, beating loud and vibrant, reminding us that the most captivating stories are often written not in textbook shots, but in the unexpected twists and turns that make this sport so damn enthralling.